Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the 4th episode of Houseki no Kuni, or Land of the Lustrous as many people call it. So, last episode, Phos had been eaten by a snail, and Dia was determined to get her back to normal. She went to all sorts of people trying to get their help, but as it turns out, Phos is not particularly popular around there, so not a lot of people were exactly jumping at the chance to help. Many people claimed it to be an improvement, because Dia was under the impression that the snail was Phos now. Of course, later on we learned that that's not the case, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So after going to plenty of people, she went to Cinnabar, who actually was able to help. She was a little bit tsundere about it, but she did help in the end, because she loves Phos, even if she won't admit it. And yeah, they pulled the shell out of the water, because Dia found out that the snails eat rocks to fix and harden their shells, and I guess a gem counts as well, so that's where Phos was. So she did manage to get some of them to help pull the shell out, so I guess that's something. And they were able to put her back. And I don't think I actually commented on this in the reaction, but the animation sequence of Phos being restored to her more humanoid shape was really cool. I did like that quite a bit. But yeah, the action sequences, the running sequences with Dia, really great stuff. Really shows off what you can do with 3D CG animation. It was just a great episode in general. Dia was MVP as well as being best girl, of course. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the next episode. This is one of the best shows of the season, hands down. So let's get into it. As usual, there'll be no audio footage of the anime used in the reaction for copyright reasons. There is a timer in the upper left-hand corner and subs below me to help you follow along. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh yeah, and Phos can apparently speak snail now because of, being absorbed by one, I guess. This is a bit odd. Oh wow. Yeah, so it was his meditation / nap sequence. So why did it transition to showing the ocean? I know episode 2 was kind of explaining the origin of the gems. How 6 meteors or something came and fragmented into moons, and there was creatures that escaped to the sea and stuff like that. But yeah, if there's one thing the last episode proved, it's that the series is definitely not the same without Phos. I haven't commented on this before, I don't think, and I feel like I should mention this at least once. The asses on these characters are amazing. I just need to say that at least once, because there's definitely some emphasis put on that with the modeling. That and the really long legs that they seem to have. The models are just nice in general. Soul, flesh, and bone. Yeah, nobody can wake you up when you're slumbering. And Jade has tried. Because it's physically impossible. Yeah, it's fine. And man, he is tall. It was kind of a close call with Phos, but she's fine as well. She looks dead inside. Is that so? Torturing the poor thing. But yeah, there are jellyfish in that water. This is my true form. Ah, okay, that's why he was with them. So the gems are the only ones being hunted. We got things to do, places to go. You can't really blame them. Especially since you were kind of weird to begin with. Hey, you should take that as a compliment. Dia! What was that? Of course he likes Diamond. Briefly, yeah. Well, Dia also played a pretty big role in not giving up on her. Yeah, that depressing conversation. uh. She really does like throwing that thing around. They really are determined to kill that thing. Someone's gonna die. That thing is so weird. I suppose you could look at it that way. It's not exactly what he said. It is nice that Phos made a new friend. Yeah, it's not an easy situation to deal with. Yeah. Doesn't really want to be around others. Yeah, Fos did say she would find something else for Cinema to do. You can hardly see the snail in the grass. Not with that attitude. Is that what we saw the ocean in the meditation sequence? A gem? It's supposed to be off limits, but you know, who cares? Rutile the doctor. Just casually, completely undresses right there. You know, where anyone can see her from outside. I don't know, but that's quite a lifespan they have. That probably has something to do with it, yeah. Or just an excuse to keep you naked as long as possible. So she does have shame. There was a lot of animation there. It's almost like putting on sunblock. Nobody. I mean, that is logical. We can't really complain too much. Generally, no. Food or whatever. Yeah, food and water are kind of important for most living creatures. I don't think he would die that quickly. Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah, of course, she went without permission. And I assume they don't need to breathe, since they're gems and all. Going for a casual walk at the bottom of the ocean. Oh. Is that really the same? Definitely an improvement. In that jiggle. I know, right? I know, right? So basically, this wasn't even my final form. Oh, very jiggly. I really do like the character design. Yeah. I know, right? Most jellyfish are not that sexy. Yeah, it's kind of pointless now. I mean, it would kind of be littering, I guess. Humans, tell me more about these strange creatures. Yeah, the episode title drop. Yeah. In other words, the gems. Yeah. Wait, the soul isn't the Lunarians, is it? Yeah. Wow. This is some really cool information. I mean, it is the human soul, after all. Well, the gems don't understand her people, with the exception of Phos. What else is new? But yeah, she ran away. She's not there. The sea is a big place. And I assume you walk slower underwater. I don't like the sound of that. Can she go one episode without getting broken? And of course, Phos is far away from anyone that can help. Talk about a terrible time for a nap. Not that would make too much of a difference, I guess. All we can hope is that Dia gets there in time to help. And that's assuming she knows where she went, and she probably can figure that out pretty quickly. But that's a long ways away. Phos made a point of it to tell us how long she'd been walking. It was another great episode, though. You know, Phos and Cinnabar seem to be the main ship of this show, from what I can tell. Though the snail creature tried to get together with Kongo-sensei, though he wasn't having any of that. Next episode seems pretty action-packed, which this episode really wasn't. Some nice concept art at the end there. 45 seconds left, but it's just credits, right? Yes, it's just credits. So, that was the 4th episode of Houseki no Kuni. Like I said, another really great episode. There was a lot to this, even though there obviously wasn't really any action, aside from the very end there. The gems are essentially immortal, as we pretty much already knew that, but it was kind of brought up in this episode. One of the characters talking about, you know, the behaviors that they've seen of the Lunarians over the past couple thousand years. And then we had the conversation between Phos and the snail. The snail does the snail have a name? If it does, I don't remember what it was, but yeah, because the immortals, they wouldn't really have a concept of death, so it would be a little bit hard to explain to them exactly what it's like. And Phos does seem to be bonding with the snail quite a lot. Unfortunately, the snail kind of betrayed Phos there. The whole reason that she wanted to bring Phos to the ocean was to get her alone, to be attacked by the Lunarians, to get her brother back. So, we did get a lot of information from her, like world building. Like the episode title name, Flesh, Bone, and Soul, something like that. Apparently that had to do with the humans that escaped to the ocean and separated into bone, the gems, flesh, the I don't remember what they called the species, but the snail stuff, and the soul, the Lunarians, which are trying to steal the bone and flesh back. So very interesting stuff. And not sure there's anything really more to say on it than that. Except, Phos keeps coming to pieces like every episode. She's getting eaten or broken or something. So, yeah, she's pretty much always in danger by one thing or another. So, yeah, let me know what you thought of the anime. Which thought of my reaction in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.